inverse 2 root 2 divided by 3 plus sine inverse of 1 by 3 is equal to. Okay, you are supposed to find out the value of this, where the options given are A is pi by 2, option B is 2 pi by 3, option C it's pi by 6, and option D is given to be pi by 4. Okay, so you have to find out the value of sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3 plus sine inverse of 1 by 3. Okay, so remember, sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y will be given by sine inverse of x into root of 1 minus y square plus y into root of 1 minus x square. So easy to remember, right? Sine inverse x plus sine inverse y is given by sine inverse of x into root of 1 minus y square plus y into root of 1 minus x square. So here the x is 2 root 2 divided by 3 and y is 1 by 3. So let us substitute it. That is sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3 plus sine inverse of 1 by 3 is equal to sine inverse of x is 2 root 2 divided by 3 into root of 1 minus 1 by 3 whole square plus y is 1 by 3 into root of 1 minus 2 root 2 divided by 3 whole square. Okay, we have to simplify this. Okay, see, I'll write it here. Sine inverse of, what is 1 by 3 square? It is 1 by 9, right? So within the root, it simplifies to 9 minus 1 by 3, that is 8 by 3. Sorry, 8 by 9. Okay, so this will be 2 root 2 divided by 3 root of 8 by 9 plus 1 by 3 into square root of. So if we square this term, it will be 2 square will be 4 and root 2 whole square will be 2 divided by 3 square will be 9. That is 8 by 9. But within the root, it is 1 minus 8 by 9. So once again, it will simplify to 1 by 9, right? Now, so 2 root 2 can be written as root 8, isn't it? See, if I take this 2 inside square root, it will be root of 2 square into 2. That is root of 4 into 2, that is root 8, isn't it? So 2 root 2 can be written as root 8 divided by 3. Here also there is root 8 divided by 3 because root of 9 is 3 plus 1 by 3 into 1 by 3. That is, I am taking the root, that is root 1 is 1 and root of 9 is 3. Okay, so here this will be further sine inverse of root 8 into root 8 is 8 divided by 3 into 3 is 9 plus 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 is 1 by 9. That is sine inverse of 9 by 9 that is sine inverse of 1. What is sine inverse of 1? What is sine inverse of 1?
Pi by 2.
Yes, sine inverse of 1 is pi by 2. So this is your option A, right? This was your option A. A is the right answer. Okay, keep the formula in the mind. Okay, sine inverse x plus sine inverse y is equal to sine inverse of x into root of 1 minus y square plus y into root of 1 minus x square. Okay, look at the next question. That is question number 63. This was a question in the year 2016. The value of sine inverse of cos 53 pi divided by 5 is. Okay. So the options given are 3 pi by 5. Option B, it is minus 3 pi by 5. Option C is pi by 10. And option D is minus pi by 10. Okay, these are the options given. Look at this, how to find out the solution. So it is given that sine inverse of cos 53 pi by 5. So can 53 be written as 50 plus 3? We can write it, right? Sine inverse of cos 50 plus 3 into pi divided by 5. So what I am doing is I am just writing 53 as 50 plus 3. So this is further simplified into sine inverse of cos of 10 pi plus 3 pi. That is 3 by 5 pi. Okay. So this takes the form of cos. Okay, this is of the form cos of 10 plus 3 by 5 pi, or I'll take this pi inside. See, this is of the form cos of 2n pi plus theta, isn't it? So what is the value of cos of 2n pi plus theta? What is cos of 2n pi plus theta? What is the value of this? The value of this is cos theta. Okay, just cos theta.
Yes,
Aren't you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you have cos 2 pi plus theta is equal to cos theta. And similarly, cos 2n pi plus theta is also equal to cos theta. Okay. So what happens to this? This will be sine inverse of cos 3 by 5 pi. That's all. Okay. Because this can be written as 2 into 5, right? 2 into 5 into 5. That is of the form 2n pi. So this will be equal to cos 3 by 5 pi. Okay. So further, this can be written as sine inverse of cos of 6 pi by 10. What I am doing is I am just multiplying and dividing the term by 2. Why? Because I need to get this to the form cos of pi by 2 plus theta. I want this to be to the form cos of pi by 2 plus theta so that we can get sine inverse of sine theta. So this is why we are multiplying and dividing the term by 2, because only when we get sine inverse of sine theta, we can write the theta directly. We can get the value. So sine inverse of cos of, how this can be written as pi by 2 plus theta? What will be the theta here? What will be the theta here? Do it. 6 pi by 10 minus pi by 2, right? This will give the theta. How much we have to further add to pi by 2? 10 will be the LCM, right? So here it will be 6 pi minus 5 pi. Pi by 10, right? 6 pi by 10 minus pi by 2 will be pi by 10, right? So when we add pi by 2 to pi by 10, this will get the form of cos of pi by 2 plus theta, which will be equal to sine theta. So here the theta is pi by 10. So sine inverse of sine theta is there. So directly we can write pi by 10. Sorry, it is minus cos of pi by 2 plus theta is minus sine theta. So sine inverse of minus theta is minus sine inverse theta. So the answer will be minus pi by 10.
Ma'am, can you repeat this sum, ma'am?
Okay, entire thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, listen. We are supposed to find out sine inverse of cos of 53 pi divided by 5. Okay, so the options given are 3 pi by 5, minus 3 pi by 5, pi by 10 and minus pi by 10. Okay, so sine inverse of cos of 53 pi by 5 can be written as sine inverse of cos of 50 plus 3 pi divided by 5. So what we are doing is we are writing it as 50 plus 3. That's all. Okay, so here 5 is there. It is 50 by 5 plus 3 by 5. Okay, 50 by 5 will become 10 and 3 by 5 we are keeping as it is. Okay, now this 10 pi, when we take pi inside, this will be equal to cos of 10 pi plus 3 by 5 pi. So 10 pi can be written as 2 into 5 into pi. So this will take the form cos of 2n pi plus theta. Okay, so we have cos n pi plus theta is equal to cos theta. So similarly, cos 2n pi plus theta will also be equal to, sorry, cos 2 pi plus theta. Cos 2 pi plus theta is equal to cos theta. So similarly, cos 2n pi plus theta will also be equal to cos theta itself. So this can be written as cos of 3 by pi 3 pi by 5. Okay. So further, we have to take this to the form of sine inverse of sine theta. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So here, what we will do is, we will just multiply and divide this 3 pi by 5 by 2. Okay. That is, we are doing 3 pi by 5 into 2 divide by 2. That will be equal to 6 pi by 10. This is how we got 6 pi by 10. But now we have to take this to the form pi by 2 plus theta. Okay, so that cos will be converted in terms of sine. Okay, so wait. Okay, this can be much more simple. Wait. So we have sine inverse of cos of 3 pi by 5, right? This can be written as sine inverse of sine of pi by 2 minus 3 pi by 5. Isn't it? Because sine of pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta. So this is sine inverse of sine of, is simplified. This will be how much?
Minus pi by 10.
Yes, minus pi by 10. Now it is sine inverse of sine, therefore this will be minus pi by 10. So this is much simple, right? Before the previous one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this will be easier for you to understand. So do it like this. Cos can be written as sine of pi by 2 minus theta. So when you simplify this, you will get minus pi by 10 as theta. So sine inverse of sine is there. So minus pi by 10 will be the answer. So minus pi by 10 is your option D, right? So option D is the right answer. Okay. Shall we see the next one? No doubts in this now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, look at the next question. Question number 64. This was a question in the year 2016. If 3 tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi, then x is equal to options are option A, it is 0. Option B, it is 1. Option C, it is -1. And option D, it is 1/2. Okay. So yesterday we saw an identity that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi/2. Okay. So this statement can be written as 2 tan inverse x plus pi/2 is equal to pi. Right? So I'm taking one tan inverse x out of this 3 tan inverse x. So tan inverse x plus cot inverse x will be equal to pi/2 and 2 tan inverse x is left out. So 2 tan inverse x will be equal to pi minus pi/2, right? Pi minus pi/2, which is pi/2. Now, I'll take this 2 to RHS. So tan inverse x will be equal to pi/4, or x is equal to tan pi/4, which is equal to 1. Okay. So one
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, this is Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I was just looking at the screen. I think the things are not clear over here. Can you please check with the students whether they're able to see everything clearly?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Is the screen visible, guys?
It is blurred.
Not so clear, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Now it's clear.
Not clear, ma'am.
Chat message from that pop-up button.
Students, if you have any problems with the visibility, or in case if audio there is any problem, please bring it to the notice of teacher. Otherwise, they'll not be able to know what's happening at your end. Okay. You can please keep posting the things in the chat box as well. If there is a problem with the audio, video, or if there is any problem with the screen, please communicate. Okay. That's very important.
Or else you people can tell me. You can unmute and just tell me.
Sir, you ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ sir?
ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಡಬಲ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಅದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದು ಬಾರ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್,
ಹಾ ಸರ್,
ಅದು ಎರಡೆರಡು ಸಲ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನನಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Okay, people, if you have any sort of disturbance or any doubts, you can tell me. You can unmute and ask me. Okay. So, got the answer? You understood this problem? This is very simple. Okay. So, we are just making use of this formula, that is tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi/2. And we are substituting pi/2 in the place of tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, and 2 tan inverse x out of this 3 tan inverse x is remaining. So in the RHS, you will get pi minus pi/2, which adds up to pi/2. Then tan inverse x is equal to pi/4. That is, we are taking this 2 to RHS. Okay, so x will be equal to tan pi/4. The tan pi/4 is equal to 1. Okay, shall we see the next problem? The next problem is regarding the general solution of cot theta plus tan theta. This is your question number 65, and this was a question in the year 2016. The general solution of cot theta plus tan theta. Cot theta plus tan theta is equal to 2 is. Options are A is equal to, theta is equal to n pi by 2 plus minus 1 to the power of n pi by 8. Option B is theta is equal to n pi by 2 plus minus 1 to the power of n into pi by 4. Option C is n pi by 2. That is theta is equal to n pi by 2 plus minus 1 to the power of n into pi by 6. Option D is theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power of n into pi by 8. Yes?
Ma'am, screen is not clear, ma'am.
Screen is not clear.
Yes, ma'am.
So here it is. What might be the problem? I'll do one thing. I'll stop the screen share and once again share the screen. Okay?
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Is it okay now?
Okay, ma'am.
ma'am.
So listen here. So it is given that cot theta plus tan theta is equal to 2, right? So we know that cot theta is cos theta by sin theta, right? So in the place of cot theta, I'll substitute cos theta by sin theta plus tan theta is sin theta by cos theta. This is equal to 2. Now, let me take the LCM and simplify. So this will be equal to cos square theta plus sin square theta divided by sin theta into cos theta, which is equal to 2. Okay, we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1, right? So this is 1 by sin theta cos theta is equal to 2. Now I'll take this to RHS. So this will be 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to 1. And we know that what is 2 sin theta cos theta? It is sin 2 theta. So it is sin 2 theta is equal to 1. Right? But what is 1? When can we write the general solution? We can write the general solution if it is of the form sin A is equal to sin alpha. Okay, we have to bring the equations to this form so that we can write down the general solution. So 1 can be written as sin pi by 2, right? Because sin pi by 2 is 1. So sin 2 theta is equal to sin pi by 2. So now it is of the form sin A is equal to sin alpha. So in this case, sin A is equal to sin alpha. The general solution will be A is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power of n into alpha. Okay, now here we have A is 2 theta and alpha is pi by 2. So let us write the general solution for sin 2 theta is equal to sine pi by 2. Okay. So what happens here? 2 theta is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power of n into pi by 2. But the answers are for theta. So I'll take this 2 to RHS. So this will be n pi by 2 plus minus 1 to the power of n into pi by 4. Right? So this is the general solution. So this is your option B, right? Option B is the answer. Look at the next question. The value of tan pi by 8. The value of tan pi by 8 is equal to, option A is 1 by 2. Option B is root 2 plus 1. Option C is 1 by root 2 plus 1. And option D is 1 minus root 2. Okay, we have two methods to solve this. One is taking tan pi by 8 as sine pi by 8 by cos pi by 8 and multiplying and divide the terms by 2 cos pi by 8. That will reduce to some formulas, general formulas of trigonometry, and you can solve it. That's a bit lengthy process. So what we can do is tan pi by 8 can be written as tan pi by 4 divided by 2, right? So tan pi by 4 divided by 2 will give us tan pi by 8. So by making use of half angle formulae, we can solve this quicker and easier. Okay. So what does the half angle formula says is tan A by 2 is equal to 1 minus cos A divided by sine A. Okay. This is the formula that you have to remember. Okay. Tan A by 2 is equal to 1 minus cos A divided by sine A. Okay. So tan pi by 4 by 2 is there. So this is A when we compare it to the formula. So this will be 1 minus cos pi by 4 divided by sine pi by 4. Okay. You know what is cos pi by 4? Cos pi by 4 is equal to
1 by root
1 by root 2.
So this is 1 minus 1 by root 2, and even sine pi by 4 is equal to 1 by root 2.
Same 1 by.
Yes. So let us simplify this. This will be root 2 minus 1. And in the denominator, what is the value? Simplify and tell me.
1.
1.
So the entire thing is root 2 minus 1. This is the value of tan pi by 8. But root 2 minus 1 is not among the options. We have to simplify it further and bring it to any of the given options. So can anybody tell me what we can do? What can we do? Can we multiply and divide by root 2 plus 1? Because all the terms has root 2 plus 1. Okay, 1 by 2 is not the answer. 1 minus root 2 is not the answer. But we have got the answer in terms of root 2. So let us multiply and divide by root 2 plus 1. So what happens to this? A minus b into a plus b. That is a square minus b square, right? root 2 whole square minus 1 square divided by root 2 plus 1. So here it will be 2 minus 1 in the numerator, that will give us 1 divided by root 2 plus 1 or 1 plus root 2. And this is among the options, right? 1 by root 2 plus 1. So option C is the answer. But if you make use of sine by cos, you will directly get this form, but it is a bit of lengthy process. This is easier than that process. Okay, fine. Let us look at the next question. If sine inverse x plus sine inverse y is equal to pi by 2, then x square is equal to, we have to find out what is x square. Option A, 1 minus y square. Option B, y square. Option C, it is 0. And option D is root of 1 minus y. Okay. We need the value of x, that is x square. When we get the value of x, so we can obviously find out the value of x square. So what we'll do here is, let us put this x is equal to some sine t. Okay. I'm substituting x is equal to sine t here. So what happens to the given equation? It will be sine inverse of sine t plus sine inverse y is equal to pi by 2. So we know sine inverse of sine t is equal to t plus sine inverse y is equal to pi by 2. Or sine inverse y will be equal to pi by 2 minus t, or y is equal to sine of pi by 2 minus t. What is y? Sine of pi by 2 minus t. We know what is sine of pi by 2 minus t?
Cos t.
Yes, very good. Sine of pi by 2 minus t is cos t. Now we got the value of y. Okay, why we need the value of y means all the options are in terms of y, right? So we got the value of y. We have to find out x square. Okay, so let this be equation number 1. Okay, we need x square, right? So what is x square from equation 1? From equation 1, x square is sine square t, right? So what is sine square t?
1 minus cos square t.
Yes, very good. 1 minus cos square t. We know what is cos t. What is cos t here? Y, right? So 1 minus y square, because cos t is y. So we have got the value of y as cos t. So sine square t is 1 minus cos square t. So in the place of cos t, I'm putting y. So x square is nothing but 1 minus y square. So this is your option A. At the next question, question number 68. So this was a question in the year 2016. So you have to find out the value of sine 1 degree plus sine 2 degree plus so on up to sine 359 degree. It is equal to option A 0, option B 1, option C -1, and option D is 180. Look at the series here. This is, I'm just writing two more terms, sine 1 degree plus sine 2 degree plus sine 3 degree plus so on up to the last three terms will be sine 357 degree, right? Plus sine 358 degree plus sine 359 degree. Isn't it? This will be the last three terms. See, 359 can be written as 360 minus 1, right? So similarly, 358 can be written as 360 minus 2, and 357 can be written as 360 minus 3. So let us replace 357, 358 and 359 by 360 minus 3, 360 minus 2 and 360 minus 1. So let us see what happens. Can anybody tell me what is sine of 360 minus theta? (360) means 2 pi, right? That is sine of 2 pi minus theta. Don't know?
Minus sine theta.
Yes. So it is minus sine theta. Very good. So now tell me what happens to the entire series. So just now your friend told that sine of 360 minus theta is minus sine theta. So then what happens to the terms here?
It will be 0.
It will get cancelled out.
This cancels out to give us 0 because last three terms. So first three terms will be same. But what happens to the last three terms? This will be minus sine 3 degree. Sorry. So once again, this will be minus sine 2 degree, minus sine 1 degree. And all the terms in the middle also will take the same form. So here it will be, the next term will be sine 4 degree. But here the previous term will be minus sine 4 degree. Like that, every term cancels out and the remaining will be equal to 0. So 0 is the answer. So which is your option? A. Understood? At the next question. So this was a question in the year 2016. They are giving your series. They have given a series that is 1 plus sine theta plus sine square theta plus so on up to infinity. So this is an infinite series and the sum of this series is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4. Then theta is. So the sum of the series is given, but you have to find out what is theta. Okay. So the options given are A is pi by 6. Option B is pi by 4. Option C is pi by 3. And option D is given to be 3 pi by 4. So look at the series. It is clearly a geometric series, right? So with the first term, 1, and what is the common ratio here? What is the common
Sin
ratio?
theta.
Sin theta is the common ratio. That is, A is equal to 1 and R is equal to sin theta. And see, the series is up to infinity. So here what is given to you is S infinity. S infinity is given as 2 root 3 plus 4. So what is the formula to find out the sum of an infinite series? What is S infinity given by? Isn't it? S infinity is given by A by 1 minus R, where A is the first term of the series and R is the common ratio. So here what is A? A is 1 divided by 1 minus R here is sin theta, and the sum is given to be 2 root 3 plus 4. Now, let us simplify this. 1 is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4 into 1 minus sin theta. Okay, so let us simplify this. So what happens here? 1 is equal to this entire term into 1 minus this entire term into sin theta. That is 2 root 3 plus 4 minus 2 root 3 plus 4 into sin theta. So since we need the value of theta, let us keep the sin theta in one side, that is towards the LHS, and simplify the other terms to RHS. The sin theta will be equal to, when we take these terms to LHS here, or we are taking this term to LHS and taking this one to RHS. So what will be the remaining term? It will be 2 root 3 plus 4. This one, this side will be minus 1 divided by this term, that is what is there with the sin theta will be in the denominator. That is 2 root 3 plus 4 will be in the denominator. So sin theta will be equal to 2 root 3 plus 3 divided by 2 root 3 plus 4. Okay. Now tell me how to further simplify this. How can we simplify this?
Multiply and divide by
Multiply and divide by
2 root 3 minus 3
2 root 3 minus 3 or 2 root 3 minus 4.
minus 4.
Yes, always we have to rationalize the denominator. So this will be into 2 root 3 minus 4 divided by 2 root 3 minus 4. We have to multiply and divide by 2 root 3 minus 4 here. Okay. Can you people simplify this and tell me what is the value of sin theta you get? So in the numerator, it will be of the form a plus b into a minus b. That is a square minus b square. And denominator, you have to multiply the terms. So sorry, in the denominator, it is a square minus b square. In the numerator, multiply the terms and tell me what is the value of sine theta. Simplified it.
Ma'am, 2 root 3 by minus 4.
2 root 3. Only 2 root 3 in the numerator.
Yes, ma'am. 2 root 3 by minus 4.
Check. It should be minus 2 root 3.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Minus 2 root 3.
Will be minus 2 root 3 divided by minus 4. So minus and minus gets cancelled. 2 will get cancelled with 4 2 times. So this will be root 3 by 2. So sine theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Therefore, what is theta? Theta is sine inverse of root
5
3
by 3.
2. That is theta is equal to 5 by 3. So this is your option C. Understood? Look at the next question. If tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to 4 pi by 3, sorry, 4 pi by 5, then cot inverse x plus cot inverse y is equal to. Options are A, pi by 5. Option B, it is 3 pi by 5. Option C, 2 pi by 5. Option D, it is pi. Now, I will give you a hint. I want you to try this. Okay. So you people know that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Okay. So what we can write tan inverse x as?
Cot inverse x, pi by 2 minus cot inverse x.
Pi by 2 minus cot inverse x. So replace this tan inverse x by pi by 2 minus cot inverse x and replace this tan inverse y by pi by 2 minus cot inverse y. Okay. So in the LHS, keep this cot inverse x and cot inverse y. So and shift all the other terms to RHS and simplify. If you don't understand, you can ask me.
Ma'am, option A.
Option A, pi by 5.
5.
Understood how to do it? Option A is the answer. So pi by 2 minus cot inverse x plus pi by 2 minus cot inverse y will be equal to 4 pi by 5. So pi by 2 plus pi by 2 will be equal to pi minus 4 pi by 5 will give you the value of cot inverse x plus cot inverse y. Therefore, this will be equal to 5 pi minus 4 pi divided by 5, that is pi by 5. Look at the next question. The value of cos square 45 degree minus sin square 15 degree is A root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2. Option B is root 3 by 4. Option C, root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2. And option D is root 3 by 2. Okay, so let us see the solution. We have cos square alpha plus, sorry, cos square alpha minus is there, right? Cos square alpha minus sin square beta. This will be given by cos of alpha plus beta into cos of alpha minus beta. Okay, if you remember this, it will be very easy for you to solve this kind of problems. So you know alpha here is 45 degree and beta here is 15 degree. Okay, so let us substitute to the RHS, that is cos 45 degree minus sin 15 degree will be equal to cos of 45 plus 15. How much? 60 degree into cos of 45 minus 15. That will be equal to 30 degree. So we know both the values of cos 60 and cos 30. So what is cos 60?
One by 2.
1 by 2, and cos 30 is
Root 3 by 2.
3 by 2. So what is the answer then? Root 3 by 4. Therefore, the value of cos square 45 degree minus sin square 15 degree is equal to root 3 by 4. Look at the next problem. The range of secant inverse x, the range of secant inverse x is, the range of secant inverse x is option A 0, 5, which is a closed interval. Option B 0, 5 minus pi by 2. Option C minus pi by 2, pi by 2, which is a closed interval. And option D is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, these are the options given. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me what is the range? There is nothing to solve.
Option B.
Option B. Can you please tell me why? Because secant inverse x is not defined at x is equal to pi by 2. That's all. Because secant inverse x is not defined at x is equal to pi by 2. That is the reason pi by 2 will not be a point in the range of secant inverse x. So the answer will be option B. Next problem. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to 2 pi by 5. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to 2 pi by 5. Then cos inverse x plus sin inverse y is equal to. Options are 2 pi by 5. Option B is 3 pi by 5. Option C is 4 pi by 5. And option D is 3 pi by 10. Exactly the same technique how we solved question number 70, that is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to 4 pi by 5. Then you were supposed to find out cot inverse x plus cot inverse y. So here use the same technique, because we know that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. We know this. Here the x must be same. Here x and y are different. But we need cos inverse x plus sin inverse y. So cos inverse x bekandre sin inverse x ke navu pi by 2 minus cos inverse x anta replace ಮಾಡಿ, cos inverse y na pi by 2 minus sin inverse y anta replace ಮಾಡಿ, equate to the RHS and simplify.
Ma'am, 3 pi by 5.
3 pi by 5. 3 pi by
Yes,
5
ma'am.
is the right option. That is option B. Did you see? This kind of problems are repeated more that are related to this formula, that is sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Then tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Look at the next question. The value of the expression tan of 1 by 2 cos inverse 2 by root 5 is, you have to find out the value of tan of 1 by 2 cos inverse 2 by root 5. Okay, the options are 2 minus root 5. Option B is root 5 minus 2. Option C is root 5 minus 2 divided by 2. And option D is 5 minus root 2. So these are the options given. Okay. So let us find out how to solve this. Okay. So we don't know the value. So let us think that value as x. Okay. So let this tan of 1 by 2 cos inverse 2 by root 5 be equal to x. Okay. So 1 by 2 cos inverse of 2 by root 5 will be equal to tan inverse x. Or cos inverse of 2 by root 5 is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Okay. But we have 2 tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse of 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. Okay. So what is the value of 2 tan inverse x? It is cos inverse of 1 minus x square plus divided by 1 plus x square. See here, there is 2 tan inverse x. So here it is cos inverse of some term. Okay, what this term be then? It should be equal to 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square, right? So 2 by root 5 will be equal to 1 minus x square divided by 1 plus x square. Okay. Now let us simplify and solve this to get the value of x. So what we will do first is, let us cross multiply. This will be 2 plus 2x square is equal to root 5 minus root 5x square. I'll take all the x square terms to LHS. This will be 2x square plus root 5x square is equal to root 5 minus 2. So here it will be 2 plus root 5 into x square is equal to root 5 minus 2, or x square is root 5 minus 2 divided by root 5 plus 2. Now, once again, we have to simplify this by rationalizing the denominator. That will give you the value of x square. And then you have to find out the root of it. Into root 5 minus 2 divided by root 5 minus 2. Okay. So what is the value of x square then? So here it will be root 5 minus 2 whole square, right? Divided by, here it will be root 5 whole square minus 2 square. That is 5 minus 4. So in the denominator it will be equal to 1. So x square is root 5 minus 2, and that implies x is equal to root 5 minus 2. So this is your option B. Understood?
Option B. 4. Option B. Yes.
Understood, everybody? Shall we see the next problem? Somebody is on unmute. Mute your audio. Look at the next question. It is cos of 2 sin inverse 3 by 4 cos of 2 sin inverse 3 by 4 plus cos inverse of 3 by 4 is equal to option A. It is minus 3 by 4 And option B, it is 3 by 5. Option C, it is 3 by 4. And option D, the value does not exist. These are the options given. Okay. So here we make use of the same formula, that is sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So what happens here? Mute your audios. Okay. So here, this can be written as cos of sin inverse of 3 by 4 plus pi by 2. Right? Because sin inverse 3 by 4 plus cos inverse 3 by 4 is equal to pi by 2. And one more sin inverse 3 by 4 will be left. So this can be written as cos of sin inverse 3 by 4 plus pi by 2. And we know what is cos of pi by 2 plus x. What is cos of pi by 2 plus x?
Minus sin x.
Minus sin x. So here what is x? Here x is sin inverse of 3 by 4. How did we write this? Cos of pi by 2 plus x is minus sin x. So here pi by 2 is there, and in the place of x, sin inverse 3 by 4 is there. So it will be minus sin of sin inverse 3 by 4. Sin of sin inverse is there. So inverse and the function cancels out to give us minus 3 by 4. So minus 3 by 4 is your option A. Next question. If a plus pi by 2 is less than 2 tan inverse x plus 3 cot inverse x is less than b, then A and B respectively are. So you have to find out what is the value of A and B. So first option it is given 0 and pi. That is A is equal to 0 and B is equal to pi. Option B is 0 and 2 pi. Option C is given to be pi by 2 and 2 pi. And option D is 0 and 2 pi. Okay, so here also we make use of tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. But here it is 2 tan inverse x and here it is 3 cot inverse x. So I can write this as 2 into tan inverse x plus cot inverse x plus cot inverse x. Can we write it like this? Can we
Yes,
write 2
ma'am.
tan inverse x plus
Yes,
3
ma'am.
cot inverse x in this way? Yes, right? So we know that
Yes, ma'am.
tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So what will happen to this? So this will be a plus pi by 2 will be less than pi plus cot inverse x, which is less than b. You got to know how we got this? Because tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So this will be 2 into pi by 2 plus cot inverse x. So 2 into pi by 2 is pi. So the middle term will be pi plus cot inverse x. So I'll subtract the entire inequality by pi. So here it will be a plus pi by 2 minus pi. So what is pi by 2 minus pi?
Minus pi by 2.
I'll write this. Okay, don't get confused. A plus pi by 2 minus pi less than pi plus cot inverse x minus pi is pi and pi gets cancelled and cot inverse x is left out. And here it will be b minus pi. So a plus pi by 2 minus pi will give us a minus pi by 2 less than cot inverse x less than b minus pi. Okay. So here cot inverse x is said to be lying between a minus pi by 2 and b minus pi. But we know cot inverse x lies between 0, pi. Okay, cot inverse x lies between 0, pi. See, look at both the equations. Both are similar. Okay, but here a minus pi by 2, in the place of a minus pi by 2, it is 0. And here in the place of b minus pi, it is pi. So that we can equate the quantities. That is a minus pi by 2 can be equated to 0. That will give us a is equal to pi by 2. And similarly, b minus pi can be equated to pi. That will give us b is equal to pi plus pi, which is 2 pi. So these are the values of a and b. So a is equal to pi by 2 and b is equal to 2 pi. So this is your option C. Okay, we'll do 2 more questions. If cos x is equal to mod sin x, if cos x is equal to mod sin x, then the general solution is, so here we have to find out the general solution. Option A is x is equal to n pi plus or minus pi by 4, where n belongs to z, that is the set of integers. Option B is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power of n pi by 4, where n belongs to z. Option C is x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4. And option D is x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi plus or minus pi by 4. In all the cases, n will be in the set of integers. Okay. So here cos x is equal to mod x is given. Mod of sin x. So sin x, what happens to sin x then? When we take the mod out, sin x will be equal to plus or minus cos x, right? Or sin x by cos x will be equal to plus or minus 1, but we know what is 1. So tan x, sin x by cos x is tan x will be equal to plus or minus 1. Okay, so while doing a problem prior to this, I had told you that the general solution can be written whenever it is in the form of tan A is equal to tan alpha. In that we did sin A is equal to sin alpha. So we have to put 1 in terms of tan. So how can we write this?
Tan 45. Tan pi by 4.
Tan pi by 4. So plus or minus tan pi by 4. So whenever tan A is equal to tan alpha, the general solution will be of the form theta is equal to n pi plus alpha. Whenever tan theta is equal to tan alpha, the general solution will be of the form theta is equal to n pi plus alpha, where n belongs to z. So here in the place of theta it is x, and in the place of alpha it is pi by 4. So the general solution will be x is equal to n pi. Since there is plus or minus here, it will be plus or minus. Alpha is pi by 4. So this is the general solution, that is x is equal to n pi plus or minus pi by 4. So this is your option A. Here n belongs to the set of integers. Okay. So if anybody have any sort of doubts?